Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Lord of the Rings draft here on the channel. We're going to dive right in, but huge shout out to Wizards of the Coast for giving me a free preview account in this event so I could make this video for you a couple days early. If you want a overview of the set as a draft guide, I already have one posted on my channel, so you can find that. But we're going to be talking about all the cards, and yeah, thanks to Wizards for giving me this free preview account. Pippin Guard of the Citadel is incredibly annoying because you can give a creature protection from creatures, which means that you can make it so that they can't I can't protection is just a broken mechanic essentially. Like the creature isn't dealt damage and stuff. So this card's very strong, and I think it's stronger than all of the other cards in the pack, even though it is a gold card. I think the next best card is Eowyn, Lady of Rohan, just because giving vigilance to like your flyers is really nice and stuff like that. And if you have equipments, it's pretty great synergy as well. Horses of the Bruinen is a card that I've been experimenting with in this early access event. It's been okay, but it's often felt a bit slow and not really where I want to be. But I've been trying out a lot of different cards, and all of these commons are ones that I have not been very impressed with. This might be one of the weakest packs I've ever seen other than Pippin, but hopefully we can get a blue-white deck going, because I would like to get to play Pippin. Well, am I going to be on rails? Because Pippin followed by Gwei here might be one of the best starts for a blue-white deck. Pippin might be one of the better rares for blue-white, specifically, because it's a blue-white 2-drop. And I think Gwei here is pretty good if you have, like, Pippin. What would I even else take here? Like, I could try to take a card to be flexible, but this is probably, like, enough, like, close enough to the other good cards. Like, this card's okay. I've been trying out Arwen's Gift. I think it's too slow. You don't really want this card, I don't think. I just get punished every time I play it a lot of the time. Or if you have too many copies, I think you can play probably one. The Torment of Golem is a card that I haven't tried yet, but it did some work against me. I do want to experiment, but Way here is a card I'll take. This card's interesting because the reason it turns the creature into a spirit is because it makes it so that your opponent's army, if you put it on them, they'll just start a new army instead of it like affecting the old one, which is interesting, but we'll take Gwei here. 2 gold cards is not really where I want to start my draft off, because then you just find yourself in this position where you kind of are super incentivized to just play that color kit pair. Whereas if you had like 2 white cards here, it'd be much more flexible. You can pair it with whatever you want. Like here, the main 2 cards I'm looking at are Protector of Gondor and Isolation at Orthanc. I really like Protector of Gondor. I think it's way better than Isolation. Grima Wormtongue, another card that I haven't really seen in play a lot, but I do have 2 legendaries, which does work with it a little bit. I don't think this card's great, though. I think the fact that they can't gain life is good against food, though. The black cards aren't spectacular here, though. There's only 1 white card. I think Frodo is quite nice, especially if you can buff his power somehow so that they have to block him, and you'll just start eating their creatures. But I think I will just take Protector of Gondor here, because I think it might just be the best card in the pack anyway, and it does fit with my strategy of playing blue-white. So yeah. Definitely feeling a little nervous here. Okay. I might try to splash, and that might be a way I get around the blue-white conundrum. I do have a lot of human. This is a halfling. So this is a human card, so I don't really have a lot of humans for Dunedain Blade. Bitter Downfall, I think, is the best card here. 4 mana, kill a creature. Its controller loses some life. Might even be worth splashing here. There are some other black cards. Or I could just like abandon blue-white and play black-white. I'm just going to stay flexible and take Bitter Downfall. The next best card is so much worse for my deck. I think black-white and blue-black probably go together better than Foray of Orcs with my cards I have. Like white-red doesn't use Foray of Orcs that well. And this card's just always going to be good. So I'm going to take it. Foray would probably be my next pick because it's, again, I think it's the most powerful card. And it's still early enough that I could just transition into like black-red or something. I love the Nazgul card. It's just so good, I think. I think that Erebor Flamesmith is great in blue-red, and you can often get them late for blue-red, and if you get like multiples in play, it's super hard to lose. I also think that Slip on the Ring is like nice with a card like Protector of Gondor. This card doesn't really impress me. Indestructible is a nice mechanic, but this is just such an expensive card for a relatively slow effect. I think Nazgul is really good, and I just took Bitter Downfall, and we're still seeing some black cards in the pack. There's also a Birthday Escape. But I'm just going to take Nazgul here. See where it leads me. There's a Dunland Crebain. I really like that card. I also think Hobbit's Sting is pretty reasonable as a card. You can get some pretty wide boards. You can get some food. And it can do some work. There's also this guy as a 2-drop. Death Touch for Orcs. I don't have too many 3-drops yet, and I do like Dunlin Crebain versus the Hobbit. Ding. I'm going to take the Crebain. We'll see how that works out for me. Now I have 2 different cards that make 2 bodies with 1 card. And now I'm going to take the Stalwart of Osgiliath as a top-end card. Green, I've seen some cards. I really don't think Nimble Hobbit is that good unless you have a ton of food generators. It works really well with like Meriadoc, Brandybuck, because then whenever you attack, you get to make a food. So you, like it doesn't work like the trigger because you'd have to stack it, I think. But you can just like have repeated food. This card's nice because I'm going to have some tempting me of the ring. Okay, and now... Huh. This card's probably the best card in the pack. I'll just take it. No need to just take a bad card like the Black Breath. I don't think that I'm playing Pelargy or Survivor. Maybe I end up in some sort of Abzan splashy deck. Okay, we wield a bunch of red and green cards and random junk. Don't like any of these. So I will just take the Galadrim Guide. To go with the Woes Pathfinder. Just leaving myself flexible here. Elven Farsight. There is the Grey Havens. So if I have like some way of like getting legendaries in my graveyard that can fix my mana a little bit. I could also just take Farsight. I could try that card. I don't think this card's very good either. I could take Grey Havens. I'll take Farsight. I'm not going to play it though, I don't think. There's a Snarling Warg, which I don't love. I'll just take the Lothlorien Lookout. I guess I could just take this guy. The Lookout's fine, maybe. I'll take Lookout. We'll try it. Maybe I'll play it. Late Troll of Khazad Doom. I think this card's just nice. Just play a copy of it. Smooths your mana. I don't think I need the Galadrim Guide. And you'll kind of notice, ooh, this could be really good. I'm going to take that over the Revive the Shire. Revive the Shire is okay, though, I think. I think better than versions of that card we've seen in the past. Last pick green card makes me pretty happy. I made this like kind of mid-pack transition to green. Because now I have like a couple of green cards that I'm pretty happy with. And I think I'm most likely a green-black deck at this point, which is kind of interesting. What's the best card in this pack? I think it's this card by a lot. Creature died this turn. I get to do that. Actually, no. Claim the Precious is probably better. This card's pretty expensive to use. Like, if you play 5 mana, you get to amass 2 if a creature died. But this is just a straight-up kill spell. And I have pretty good removal in black. I could play, like, black-green pretty easily and then maybe splash white if I wanted to. But I like Claim the Precious. There's also a Dunlin Crebain in this pack. That's a pretty nice card. I'm trying to hover over the cards because I know that people are new to them. I don't think this card's very good, even though it's a black card. It just feels like they just get the stuff is too delayed almost. And giving them a food kind of negates a lot of it. I just don't love this card. But I'm willing to be wrong. There's also another Protector of Gondor, but I think Claim the Precious is really, really good. And we've kind of transitioned to a black-green deck when we started with a white-blue card, so good stuff. Ooh, Many Partings is really nice. I really like this card. Gives you a food for any synergies about that, and it helps fix your mana. And that could be something I'm interested in. I have a Woes Pathfinder. If I have one of these, I could like play like one off-color card. This card just looks really bad to me. It just looks way too slow. Like if you play this when you're getting beaten down, you just get completely owned. This card's good with some food stuff. Not Wheel the Scout. This guy's pretty nice as a top-end card. I'm just going to take the Many Partings. It just gives you so much flexibility down the road in the draft. Ooh, and now there's Peregrine Took. I like this card. When you ever make a token, you get a food as well. So like if I played a Protector of Gondor, if I played a Dunlin Crebain, there's so much good synergy there. Peregrine Took is great. There's a Watchdogs, which plays well with Peregrine Took. This card's like pretty slow. I don't love it. Mirror Guardian. This card could be splashable in some situations. But easy Peregrine here, I think. Sam, get breakfast ready for 9:30. And now there's a Faramir. I really like Faramir. If a creature died, you draw a card. When the ring tempts you, you choose a creature other than it, and you get a 1/1. There's also this Faramir, which is also an incredible card. I don't know exactly how it works with the rules. Like, I was reading this, like, a couple days ago, and I don't know if you get the effect of Faramir dies, but I'm pretty sure you do. It's like you choose your opponent, And then if they kill Faramir, if they don't attack you, you draw a card. And if they do attack, you create 3/1/1s. I'm going to take this Faramir, though, because it's easier to splash over, like, this guy and even this Faramir. I'm currently planning on playing green-white splash. I mean, green-black splashing white. This card is perfect for my deck because green-black is great with this card because you can get some food tokens and sacrifice them and just turns into a big card. I like Entish Restoration too, but I think Old Man Willow is better for me. I've also been impressed by Lemon Dust Bread. When my opponents play it, it's kind of annoying. I don't know why. Ooh. Galadriel. Mirkwood Spider-Mite Wheel. This card's more of an aggressive card. I'm kind of leaning towards maybe even playing like 4-color. Everything but red. And I get another Woe's Pathfinder to fix for any mana. The 4-color Dream is well and alive. This card would be good if I was white-black, but I definitely am leaning towards just playing green base and then just like splashing this guy. Maybe even splashing Pippin and Gwei here, but probably not splashing those because they're a little bit harder to cast, but maybe splashing Galadriel. Lambdas. I'll just take the Lookout or the Dogs. Probably the Lookout. Just because the scrying is pretty nice in the early turns. Especially if I can scry into like my lands or something. I don't know which one's better though. I will say I haven't seen anyone play the Watchdogs yet in this event. Revive the Shire. There's also an Arwen. Is this an angle where I think I have too many good black cards to dip out of black just for the Arwen synergy, but I do have 2 Lothlorian Lookouts. I'm going to take Revive the Shire, I think. Because if I'm splashing Arwen, it gets a lot worse. Another Lookout. This card coming back around. Take a 4/2. I already have plenty of 2-drops. Mushroom Watchdogs. I have 1 food. 2 food. This guy makes food. I just don't have enough foods, I think, for the Watchdogs. I don't know how to support them. There's another Gwei here, but I don't really want to splash blue-white cards. And Mirror is solid as a card that dies into Temptation. Wow, Entish Restoration is perfect for this deck. Also with the 2 Mirror Guardians I just got. Wow, that's huge synergy. I'm going to cut the Protector of Gondor and the Stalwarts of Osgiliath. This is my deck right now. It's 23 cards, even before pack 3, which is huge. Just gives me a lot of room for upgrading. End's Fury is great. Lost Isle Calling. When you scry, you put a verse counter on it. Draw a card for each verse counter. If it's 7 more, take an extra turn. Yeah, I don't think I can play this card. There's this guy, but that's a splash card. I have to keep in mind that any of the white cards are splashes. In black-green, there's this card, which is really, really good, I think, for my deck, because I have these 2 Mirror guys. And maybe wheel this card. There's also this, Mirkwood Bats. I don't know how good these Lothlorian Lookouts are, but I know my opponents are going to want to block them, so I kind of want to take them and then take some combat tricks. I also have Elven Farsight as a nice scry piece. I'll take Many Partings. Actually, I'm taking Claim the Precious. Many Partings is great, but you just got to take this premium removal when you see it. Galadriel. I think Galadriel is pretty good. I can just splash a little bit of blue, a little bit of white. Probably not splash both, but Many Partings is nice, but Claim the Precious is just better. I think. Ooh. The Shire. So that's a good source of food if I did have a way to use it. Or I can just take an Nth's Fury. It's also this elf. This is tough because the Shire is really nice. It's so hard to get raced. I think I'm going to take Nth's Fury, though. I don't think I have time for it. The Shire. Okay, I guess with Old Man Willow, it's nice to have some stuff. But it's also just a great card, so I'm going to take Old Man Willow now. Mushroom Watchdogs would have been good with the Shire, too. I don't regret having Nth's Fury, though. It's really good. I'm probably going to wheel the Mirror. I do like the Mirror with my Ent's Furies and with my Entish Restoration. There's a lot of food. This is a decent 4-drop, maybe. I don't think I want Legolas. I'm going to play this guy. Actually, I'm just going to take Mirror. I don't want to take the chance on it not wheeling. I think it's quite good in my deck. Sam's Desperate Rescue is a nice little recursion piece. This card could also tap for all my colors. But I don't think I want the Watchdogs still. Generous Ent. There's also Phial of Galadriel. You draw a card while you have no cards, draw 2 instead. If you would gain life when you have 5 or less life, you gain twice that much life instead. Add 1 mana of any color. I really want to try this card because it looks really good to me. Like, you just play out all your cards, get empty-handed, then you draw 2 cards a turn. I don't know. I really want to try it. Generous Ent is probably the correct pick, but I like experimenting with cards in these early access events. Wow, another Entish Restoration. There's also Glorfindel. And Lash the Balrog. And this is an insane pack for me. I'm going to take Entish Restoration, I think. Over Glorfindel. I get Revive the Shire. Also a Mirkwood Bats. I'm going to try the Revive the Shire. I have so many good cards here. Perfect, I wield this guy. My 4-powered synergy parts are looking pretty good in this deck. So many 4-powered synergies. This card's also really good with the 3 Lothlorien lookouts, so I'm going to take this guy instead. This is a weird deck. I'm going to cut Galadrim Guide. Got us another Sam's Desperate Rescue. There's a Mushroom Watchdogs. I don't even know if I have to splash, but I think my deck gets better if I splash. Last pick, Mushroom Watchdogs. I have too many playables to choose between. It's insane. What is happening? Oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I think I am happy to play this Gift of Strands because they're going to want to block my 1/3 Scrying, guys. I don't think I want that card. I have enough Scrying as it is. Don't want the Watchdogs. How many tokens do I have? I don't have enough tokens for this guy, I don't think. Do want to try that guy. 1 island, 1 thing. Extra forest for sure. And I just have to cut down a bunch of cards. I think Faramir is worth playing. Oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do? I'll go down to 16 lands because I have this troll. Like, I think these Mirrors are really good with my 4-powered stuff. I think this Mirkwood Spider is really good. Oh, the legendary creature gains death touch. Okay, I don't want that guy instead, actually. I have learned. Lothlorien Lookout's really good with all my ring tempting. Revive the Shire is probably not worth playing, now, especially now that I've cut Peregrine or whatever it is. I already have 2 Sam's Desperate Rescues. Do I use... I don't think I use Entish Restoration very well. It's really, really good to just get 3 lands, though. Do I want to try playing Pippin? I think it's maybe worth playing Pippin. He is really, really good. Could also try playing Gwei here. 6 mana, 4/4 flying vigilance, but probably not worth playing him. Okay. Okay. So, what are my weakest cards? Almost certainly these are some of my weakest cards. But they also fuel all my synergies. These cards are some of my weakest cards, but they also fuel a lot of synergies. These might be pretty weak. But I kind of like having the recursion. This card's kind of weak. Faramir. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the Sam's Desperate Rescues. And one Lothlorien Lookout. Cut the Gift of Strands, and then cut 2 Mirror Mirrors. Actually, I'll just cut the Chance-Met Elves and play the extra Mirror Mirror. Actually, I'll cut the Mirror Mirror and play the third Lookout. How many cards do I have that ring tempt me now? Ring tempts 2, 3, 4, 5. I could just have a light splash for the Galadriel. I don't know if Faramir's worth it. And then I can just go lighter on my mana and stuff. That's 15 lands. I can cut this guy too. And then I can afford to play maximum synergy pieces with my scry stuff. Just play that guy, play that guy, play that guy. Play that. Cut Entish Restoration because I don't need that many colors anymore. And then just play that guy, Gift of Strands. I don't know if this is better, but it feels better to me. I kind of want to play the Desperate Rescues. Yeah, this seems better to me. I'm going to cut Dunland Crebain for another 4/2. I'm going to cut a Gift of Strands for another 4/2. And we're going to try it like this. And we'll make changes if it doesn't work. But this is an interesting deck, and I'm interested to see how it does. I'll see you folks in the games. If you have been enjoying my videos and would like to support the channel directly, you can do so at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Patreon is a place where viewers can support the creators they enjoy. So if you've been finding my videos helpful or entertaining, or if you've maybe won a couple of extra booster packs because of some of my advice, Patreon is a way for you to chip in and help the channel succeed. You also gain access to some cool rewards as a patron, like my card-by-card tier list for Lord of the Rings with my thoughts on every card in the set, and also drafts with me and other cool rewards. I'd like to give a huge shout out to the patrons who support at the credits level, but without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome to round number 1. We will keep this hand. Remember, the troll counts as a swamp, essentially. I'm not sure about Mirror Mirror Guardian. It seems kind of bad, but also like it could be good. I don't know. I kind of want to... I like trying out things in these early access events. That's kind of like what they're for a lot of the time. See what the cards play out like, and I haven't really seen any decks that like really go all in on this 4-power theme, and I want to see how it feels. Like, I know I have the good fixing, but I don't really have crazy good cards to splash. I think that the blue card I'm splashing is better than the Faramir. It does feel bad when you... I'm just gonna do this. This is a good piece of synergy. You just get to start the ring tempting early. I also like that I have relatively, like, cheap cards so that I can deploy my whole hand a little bit easier. Chance-Met Elves might just be worse than Mirror Mirror. I'm also trying to see if I just play a bunch of Ring Temps cards, if it just really makes my deck a lot better. Okay, sure. That's pretty perfect that I drew Old Man Willow this turn. This is why I don't like Morgul Knife Wound, by the way, because of this exact reason. You can just find a way to use the creature and then just get owned. The fact that it exiles is nice. Like, if they kill Old Man Willow here, I will just let the guy die. Okay, for a single green mana, what could they possibly... Oh, they're trying to get a land. No blocks, then. That makes sense. I will pay the 2 life. Attack. When this attacks, I can sacrifice another creature. Try to take that guy down. Play this. Play many partings to get my island. And I will play this to make this guy back. And choose this to be my ring bearer. I'm also pretty good at emptying my hand to work with that like file of Galadriel or whatever it's called. So that I can just draw 2 cards every turn. This card's going to be great. Make this thing shrink. Ah, they get back. Smeagol. Sure. I have completed the full ring. This is my first time doing. That's awesome. Kill Smeagol. They either take 9 or they're just like sacrificing Golem. Having a fully fledged ring is so strong. I mean, Troll of Khazad-dûm would be a pretty decent ring bearer. Scry 1, sure. It's actually both their colors. I like how they changed this thing so you can see that it taps for black or green. Pretty neat. They can loot. Sure. Grima Wormtongue, sure. They're just dead on board now. And Fury, kill this. Okay, yep. I end Fury to kill this. Play another creature that can then be sacrificed to kill the golem. Got the win! And just like that, the power of the ring got there. Huge. That was awesome. My deck really performed. You shall be the ring bearer, troll. Woo! Nice. That was cool. Very, very cool. Oh, made it into silver. Exciting stuff. Exciting. I'll see you folks next round. Welcome to another round. Great hand. Many partings to get a swamp. Wow, I didn't know that this was an avatar. Super cool. I'm going to see how good the Lothlorien Lookout feels on turn 2 on the play. That's really what it shines, so if it doesn't feel good in this game, then it's a very good indicator that the card maybe isn't that strong. Definitely going to lead with that over the Woes. Woes is tempting, though. Especially because I don't have double black. But I like getting the Scries early, especially because it gives me some nice payoffs if I do draw the 3-drop that I'm splashing. Scrying is a very powerful ability. I'll definitely keep that on top. That card's really good. It's going to be good with my Death Toucher. This card's pretty scary. Definitely scary. This card just turns any amass into like a really must deal with threat. I'm really worried about -3, -0 amass. As such, I will not block. And they're holding it up right now. Which makes me think they have -3, -0 in amass. I really want to get to the second path of this, but I have a pretty good hand right now, so it's not a huge rush. I can't really use Ent's Fury. Because if I use Ent's Fury, they'll do the -3, -0 thing. I can use Ent's Fury to kill Golem. Force it out of their hand. But I think they're going to have to tap out eventually. Get another Scry. Don't really want to land. Perfect. And now I can sack my food. I know I have good uses for food, but I think... Or I have some uses for food, like Old Man, whatever his name is. I think I just want the life. And I'm not sure when I'm going to have the mana to sacrifice this later. Like their hand is essentially face up that they have -3, -0, I think. Perfect. So if they don't have a play here, I can get some real good work done. Because this will turn into a 3/4 so it can block Golem. Okay, so I claim the Precious. Killing this. Keep this as my Ring Bearer. Buff this guy. Play this. Buff this guy. Kill Elrond. Attack. Loot away my land. Don't want that. Perfect. Hit him for a good amount. And now this thing's really supercharged. They hit their land drop. And this card's perfect because if they have -3/-0, it can still successfully block Golem. I'm now scrying and looting with this guy every turn. They have 5 cards in hand. I have a good removal spell. Their life total is lower than mine. Gothmog, okay. That's actually an okay draw for me because what I can do now is I can attack with both. That's a great draw. Put that on top. Because I'm going to Bitter Downfall Gothmog mid-combat. So this will lose Death Touch when it blocks my guy. And if they double block this thing, it also works out for me. So I think I want to be able to double spell this turn. I think I'm actually going to ditch the Lothlorien. I don't need to be able to double spell. I wasn't exactly sure how they were going to block, but this is fine. And that dealing 2 damage is also good for keeping me ahead in the race. If I do claim the Precious now, this thing will grow into a 4/5. Okay, that's less good. But at least they still can't block this guy. Don't want that, because I already have access to one. Ooh. That's really good. I'm going to ditch this guy. If they double block, I get to Sam's Desperate Rescue play it again. And now this guy's going to be hitting them for tons of damage. Keep this in my ring bearer. Because now I'll have the fully stacked ring. Wow. Fully stacking the ring is so strong. My goodness. My 1/3 is like a half must-kill threat. Because it's hitting them for 4 a turn and scrying me and drawing me a card. Though the scrying is from itself. But this guy is a beast carrying the ring. Why didn't they give it to him in the book? This Lookout's just sitting here on a tree branch. He could have been saving Middle-earth. He lives for the ring. He's just like, man, when I have the ring, I'm just like unbeatable. Nobody can guard me. I turn from like, it's like the movie Like Mike. This guy's like, I'm like Sauron. I'm unbeatable with the ring. I think we've outplayed our opponent's shenanigans. Oh, they have another one of those? That's funny. Old Man Willow. Okay. Pretty good. Would I rather play Nazgul or Old Man Willow? Probably Nazgul. They might block because they have -3/-0. But then they'll have to sacrifice. I think I just attack with these two and then play Old Man Willow. And I'm saving Nazgul because if they do somehow answer the Lookout. Because now Lookout's a lethal threat, or whatever I do put this on becomes lethal. Okay, so I didn't play that properly. They should have just shrunk this guy down. I knew they had that card, though. I just didn't play around it with that attack very well. I should have just attacked with this guy. Attacking with the 4-2 was a mistake, considering that I knew they had that blue card and they're choked on blue mana, so they can't really hold it up very well. It feels like hard to end up with 7 mana if you have a lot of ring tempting going on. Okay. Ooh, I am trying this card out, aren't I? So they can't block this guy. This thing will kill this guy. Ooh, that's really good for me. Missing up the other extra 3 to them, so they'll go to 1. Oh, that was so close. Boom! Got the win.
Wow, that was a very fun victory. My gosh, this ring stuff is so cool.
I'll see you folks next round. Welcome to another round. We are on the draw, but we have a fine hand. We're against the Ham TV, friend of the stream. I've had him on as a guest before as well. If you'd like me to see him bring him back as a guest, let me know in the comments. Also known as Kyle Rose, he's a great player. Great player. We're just going to play our Mirror Guardian. Red, white, A. I really hope to draw a 2-drop next turn so I can go file into 2-drop. And then I can play double of these guys. That's not great. I'm going to bitter downfall his Rohan, King. Theoden, King of Rohan. Okay, that's fine. I think this is pretty good. Next turn I can like pretty much deploy my hand and then I'll start drawing 2 cards. I can start getting my hand together. Okay, that's not great for me, but all's well that ends well. I just need to find an answer to their flyer. So then I can play both my guys and then I'll draw 2 cards. Because I'll have no cards in hand. But I'd rather have a random card than the random 1-3. He has 2 cards in hand. As long as they're not both removal, I should be fine. Okay. Sure. That's actually great for me. I'm drawing 2 cards a turn, so maybe I shouldn't be attacking. I have 8 mana. I'll make my smaller guy my ring bearer. As long as he doesn't draw a combat trick here, I think I got it. I'm just playing only Mirror Guardians. That's super funny. Got there. Woo! We're cruising. Heck yes. We're on a roll. This deck is sick. My gosh. I love the ring. My precious. The ring. It's fueling my victories. Oh, see you folks next round. Welcome to another round. We are against Sam Black, one of my favorite pros. And so this is going to be a fun one. We are going to see what we shall see. He's cycling NicolaiBolas preview card, Eagles of the North. Nice to see that card getting some play. I'm really liking the Mirror Guardians. I gotta say it. Mirror might be the truth. Mirror on the wall. He's brewing. Up to something. Definitely keeping that. So my next turn is probably going to use this to kill something, and then I'll play this card into another Mirror. So he's playing a bit of a brew, maybe. Not really a red-white aggro deck, it looks like. We probably would have played something already. Mushroom Watchdogs, sure. Don't really want that land. Pretty happy that this worked out this way. No! At least I have good blockers for that guy. Don't really want another land, no. I'd rather draw a Claim the Precious, please. I guess he baited me into using my removal on this guy. On this guy, I mean. He's probably going to equip, and then I'm definitely double blocking. So if he has a trick, I'm going to lose, but, you know. Such is life. I was fairly certain he had a trick, so maybe I should have just gone with my original plan and only attacked with Mirror. Held up Bitter Downfall for whatever he played. Because that would have won me the game, I think. I'm blocking, buddy. Oh, he supercharged my lookout. And I don't mind trading these off. Sure. I'm hoping to draw a land now, so I can just empty hand use my file to good effect. I think file's really, really good if you can just build a low curve deck like mine that gets empty-handed. I don't know if I should have kept the troll if I was just planning on looting it away. I thought I might get it back, but I did not end up wanting to do that. I will want to kill Butterbur. I should have played the land first. Yeah, they're chumping anyway. Good, good. Now I'm drawing 2 cards a turn. I've got my Old Man Willow, which is a lethal threat on its own, pretty much. They have Old Man Willow, too. Huh. Funny. They have a food to sacrifice. They could equip it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'll just send in my lookout. That's a great card. I'm just trying to deploy all the cards from my hand so I can keep drawing 2 a turn. This deck is destroying people. The power of the ring. I played those in the wrong order. I could have a 3-4 right now. Hopefully it doesn't matter. Sure. So I sacrifice this guy. Shrink this. So 6/6. It blocks here, they jump here. They die. Got the win. This deck is cruising. Wow. This is a lot of fun. See you folks next round. Welcome to another round. This will be the final round with this deck because I want to maximize my time on the early access event, and crushing people with the ring attempt is fun, but I do want to make sure I can draft as many decks as possible to show off as much of the set as I can. So hopefully we can get the nice 5-0. Though I will say, if this match is particularly short or particularly fun or unsatisfying, I will potentially play another game. Like if my opponent's mana screwed and just loses instantly, then I might just play another one. Because it is fun to try and go for the 7-0 sometimes, but I also know that, like, if I commit to that, then I, like, lose this one, and then it's like, oh, gosh, yeah, what are you going to do? Because I want to keep trying new decks, new strategies. This is a really cool one. I'm really enjoying it. Mirror Guardian is just clutching up. I will cycle the Troll of Khazad Doom, though. Just want to keep hitting my land drops. I don't end up casting the Troll very often, but I like that it exists in my deck. I'm going to lead with the Mirror. Change of plan. We are going to lead with the Nazgul, because that can actually block Eastern Vanguard. We have a Ring Bearer. The Nazgul. The powerful Ring Bearer. Ah, they have a Ring Bearer now too. I don't really want to trade my 4-2 for their 2-1. Especially when I'm about to play a 1-3. Oh, I can't even. I don't even have the option. Nice. Charge! You're not gonna like where this is headed, opponent. I have more where that came from. The Mirror. Mirror on the wall. Which dwarf soldier is greatest of them all? Okay. It's funny because this thing can block this guy, and this guy can't block this guy. It's like the ultimate Destructo combo. Combo! And if they don't kill my Mirror, I'm just going to hit them with it. You think I fear you? They get to amass. I get to make my ring guy supercharged. Maybe not the best trade for me. Those Dunland guys are super annoying. But I do have a 6/6 now. And my lookout is really great. Okay. Let's see what you can do, lookout. I will say this is a lot of land. And I probably would have won this if I had more land. I mean, had less land. But if I draw a spell and then I flip into another spell... Oh, perfect. Hello, Guardian. And I scryed lands to the bottom, too. Their bats is a problem for me. I haven't used a fight spell yet. So I'm going to save it because I have 2 Ents Fury that if I draw, I'd really like to... I can get empty-handed here. And then I have 1 draw step at it. Actually, quite more than that. And this way, if I do find a food generator, I get to gain a lot of life. because I'll gain twice as much. So many partings is also an out to buy me some time. So now I have Cry Bug. Oh, that worked out. Perfect. Okay, I've got a chance now. I'm drawing 2 cards here. And the bottom of my deck is pretty loaded with bad stuff. Hmm. Sam's Desperate Rescue can get me Nazgul. Or it can just get me Old Man Willow. But I'm going to do it now because I'll do more damage this way. Ooh, perfect. Okay, I don't want the Elven Farsight. I don't want this guy. But I do want Bitter Downfall. That's actually huge. I forgot that that was something Galadriel did. Oh, I could have gotten a land. Okay, sure. Next to combat. Top. Oh, I should have looted first. So I have 1, 3, 6, 7 mana, so I can't play both. Would I rather draw a random card or have an Old Man Willow? I think because this thing can buff my guy, I'd rather just get rid of Old Man Willow. Maybe I should have attacked for my 5/3. Maybe they wouldn't have blocked. Oh, they have red mana. Shoot. Gosh darn it. After all that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I couldn't have stopped it because they could sacrifice an artifact which they have this food. But if I'd attacked with this guy, maybe they wouldn't have blocked. Man, that's tough. If I'd attacked with everyone, could I have killed them? Probably not. Like if I'd attacked with Galadriel. No, I don't think I had enough for that. Dang it. Oh, that's brutal. I want to play one more with this deck. One more. I know I said I would, but I'm going to play one more. I'll see you folks there. Welcome to another round. This hand is a mulligan. It's too sketchy for me. I'm on the draw. I don't have that many sources of green and all my cards are green. This hand is worse. Mulliganing to 5. We'll keep 5. And hope to draw my card that unmulligans me. This was the fear. This hand is not very good. But we shall do our best. Mulling to 5 is really bad. That's why I try not to mulligan. Like, even sketchy hands, because you can just have to mulligan the next one, and then you're just like, oh, I just lose instantly. Now they get to scry. Sad day. I can't believe I lost that last round. That was so disappointing. I fell for the classic blunder, trying to end on a win. Never try to end on a win. Galadriel. Sure. You shall bear the ring, lookout. That guy, we don't need another lookout. We already have a lookout. I really want an island, because then Galadriel is really good. Oh gosh, of course it will play against that card. That's insane. Just gonna make like a haste flyer that I just can't beat, sure. They have gained a mountain. If only I had a couple extra spells this game. Like if I could have deployed a mirror. Maybe I wasn't supposed to keep Galadriel. Actually, no, did I keep Galadriel? I don't know. Well, that's interesting. That's very interesting. So I want to play Old Man Willow this turn. And then next turn I'll Bitter Downfall their Smog. Keep that on top. So they're gonna make a 6/6 flyer with haste. They only have one card in hand, though, so I can totally win this game on a mulligan to 5. It can be done. I'm going to draw a card and then discard a card first, because I know I don't want Galadriel. And then I get to scry. That's actually pretty good for me. I'll keep that on top, because now I can create 14 treasure tokens. Because then next turn I can play the Nazgul and Ents Fury something. I didn't want to give them the 14 treasures pre-combat. 14 treasures is a lot of treasures. Mauk has been defeated. card, discard a card. That card's perfect. Sacrifice to kill this thing to go for the win right now, because I think they have nothing. Oh, that was satisfying. We beat Smaug on a mold of 5. That's how you do it, and that's how we'll end the video. Perfect. Oh my gosh. That was awesome. What a sweet deck. We only lost that one, but it was super close, and I'm really happy with how that video ended. Let's go. That was so fun. The ring seems really, really good, so maybe I'm just going to bump up all of the cards that say the ring on them during my drafts, because that was pretty wild. Just turning my 1/3 guy into like a must-kill threat that just wins me the game. But yeah, as I said, there's only limited time in the early access event. I want to get in as many drafts as possible. So we're going to call that a draft. If you did enjoy it, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe for more, and comment with your questions, thoughts, and feedback. Once again, huge shout out to Wizards of the Coast for giving me this free preview account. And if you made it all the way till the end of the video, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag ring lookout, because we were on the lookout for the ring mechanic, and our lookout was amazing. Or just leave hashtag the ultimate ring bearer, because this guy was just crushing people, and it was just like, why didn't he go to Mount Doom? I don't know. So cool. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I can't believe we beat Smaug. Phial of Galadriel was awesome. Honestly, Old Man Willow was nice. Bitter Downfall was fantastic. Claim the Precious was great. I'm really glad we prioritized those. And End's Fury was great. Removal seems really, really good in this set. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you next time.